My name is Lisa, and I work in the sales department of a certain company. I'm quite busy with client visits and planning meetings, but I'm leading a fulfilling life. The work environment is good and easy to work in, and in my private life, my relationship with my boyfriend Noah is going well. Noah invited me out on a date this day.
Lisa, I really don't know how to say this.
What is it? What's wrong, Noah?
Ahem. Lisa, will you marry me?
What?
Please be my wife. I'm begging you.
Yes. Of course, I will. Thank you. I was so happy about Noah's proposal that I had to hold back my smiles at work. With our engagement, Noah and I went to his parents' house to formally announce our marriage. After we finished introducing ourselves.
Hey, Lisa, which university did you graduate from?
Oh, I didn't go to university. Due to my family's financial situation, I started working right after middle school.
What? In this day and age, there are still people who only graduated middle school.
Ginebra, what are you saying?
I mean, come on. Our family is full of university graduates and elites. Big brother, what if you marry someone who only graduated middle school and end up with stupid kids?
Ginebra, that's rude to Lisa.
Noah, it's okay, really, all right? Ginebra is Noah's sister. The moment she found out I only graduated from middle school, she started looking down on me and saying all sorts of things. Even though Noah tried to stop her, she wouldn't listen, so he had to kick her out of the living room. Noah and his parents kept apologizing to me, which made me feel even more sorry for them. Even though I didn't mind, I decided not to go to their house to avoid making his parents uncomfortable. 6 months later. Hello, Mr. Felton. I always appreciate your help with work.
No, the pleasure is mine. Thank you for today.
Since today isn't about work, let's keep things more relaxed.
Thank you, but I still can't help my work habits, huh?
Ginebra's wedding was decided, and everyone gathered to celebrate. To my surprise, Ginebra's fiancé turned out to be Mr. Felton, an employee from one of my clients, which made for an interesting conversation. As we chatted in the pleasant atmosphere.
Hey, Lisa, stop flirting with Felton. He's my fiancé.
What? Flirting?
What are you talking about, Ginebra? We were just talking with your parents. Besides, Lisa has been a great help to me at work.
Felton would never be interested in a lowly middle school graduate like you. So don't get any ideas.
I was just talking about work.
Shut up. How can you be so friendly with someone else's fiancé? It's unbelievable.
That's unfair, Ginebra. If Lisa were talking with one of your work associates, you'd be enthusiastic too.
Ginebra threw a tantrum, clearly unhappy with me talking to Mr. Felton. As her parents tried to calm her down and led her to another room.
Mr. Felton, I'm so sorry for her behavior.
No problem, both Lisa and I are in sales, so we're somewhat used to handling tough situations. Right, Lisa?
Yes, that's true.
I'll make sure to have a serious talk with Ginebra later.
Mr. Felton managed the situation with his signature sales smile. Thanks to his support, I got through it, but I felt hesitant about attending the wedding. Despite everything, the day of Ginebra and Felton's wedding arrived. I was puzzled to find my name missing from the guest list.
Lisa, what are you doing here? Just so you know, no matter how hard you look, you won't find your seat.
What? No seat.
You see, having a middle school graduate as a relative is just embarrassing for us. We don't want anyone to know we have someone so lowly in our family, so take a hint.
What do you mean?
I called the venue staff and made sure they marked you as absent without telling Felton.
That's awful.
I don't want someone like you giving a wedding gift, so just leave.
But there are people from my clients here today.
Shut up. How many times do I have to tell you to understand? Having a middle school graduate as a sister-in-law is gross. You should just divorce my brother.
Divorce?
You just want to show off by marrying an elite like my brother, right? Low-spec women can only boast using their husband's status, so pathetic.
Ginebra constantly belittled me for only having a middle school education. Despite knowing the reasons, she even went as far as telling me to divorce Noah. Reaching the limit of my patience with Ginebra. All right. I'll be leaving now.
Oh, finally you understand. Hurry up and go.
Ginebra. I've been watching. What have you been doing?
Oh, Felton, You see, having someone with such low education like Lisa here is embarrassing, so I'm trying to get her to leave before our wedding gets ruined.
What? Kicking her out? Are you serious? What do you think you're doing to Lisa?
Why are you defending Lisa? I haven't done anything wrong. Why am I the one getting yelled at?
Maybe you think you can get away with it by throwing a fit, but this is unacceptable.
The one who shouldn't be forgiven is Lisa.
You know what? Lisa is the CEO of AOI Corporation.
Ha. There's no way Lisa is the CEO of our corporation. That's ridiculous. Ha ha. That lie is so exaggerated. It's laughable.
What Felton said is absolutely true.
Come on, Lisa, don't join in on this joke.
I tolerated your words for the sake of maintaining good relations with our business partners, but even I have my limits, so I'll be leaving today.
Lisa, I'm so sorry for Ginebra's rudeness.
Why is Felton apologizing?
I just explained why. Why do you keep saying such horrible things?
I walked alone towards the car parked right in front of the entrance. Felton hurried after me, and Ginebra followed him to the entrance.
Hey, what's with this luxury car? Wait a minute, there's a man in there. Is he Lisa's lover?
It's obvious he's not. Noah is the only one for me. This gentleman is my driver, Clarence.
Nice to meet you. I am Clarence, the CEO's personal driver. CEO, there seems to be quite a commotion. Is there an issue?
Well, not so much a commotion, she's Noah's sister. She seems to have an issue with my educational background. She told me I'm not welcome at the wedding.
What? How could you say such a thing to the CEO? That is extremely disrespectful.
What's this? A middle school graduate riding in such a fancy car. Isn't that too arrogant? Why does someone like you get to ride in such a luxurious black car with a driver?
Ginebra, please stop saying such rude things. I can't stand it anymore.
I can't stand having a middle school graduate as a family member.
That's exactly what I'm telling you to stop. Lisa is the CEO of AOI Corporation, so this car is still small for her. Besides, once you're in the real world, education doesn't matter anymore.
I agree with Felton. Just because I graduated from middle school doesn't mean I'm a burden to anyone. Having a lower education doesn't give you the right to treat people poorly.
University graduates are superior.
It's not about who's superior. The issue is with your comments, Ginebra.
Then you should have said you were a CEO from the start. How was I supposed to know? If I had known you were the CEO of a big company, I wouldn't have done this.
It doesn't matter if I'm a CEO or not. You shouldn't judge people by their education.
That's none of your business. In this world, education is everything.
Despite my pointing out that judging someone based on their education is wrong, Ginebra wouldn't listen. Felton was visibly furious at her behavior. Ignoring the tense atmosphere, Ginebra continued.
In the end, Lisa is just a sore loser, right? Oh, you started a company with just a middle school education, so you're a big success now.
I know I'm lucky to have started a company and become successful despite my education. But a person's worth isn't determined by graduating from a prestigious university. Don't you realize you're proving that with everything you're saying right now?
What? Are you mocking me?
I'm saying your comments are a boomerang that come back to you.
You're mocking me. You're looking down on me just because you're a CEO.
Ginebra, enough is enough. Apologize to Lisa right now.
Why are you so angry, Felton? You should be siding with your fiancé.
I won't. Your behavior is unacceptable and inexcusable.
How is it unacceptable? Isn't it more unacceptable that she didn't even go to high school?
I don't know how else to explain this.
I'm getting a headache too.
Isn't it Felton's fault for not telling me Lisa was the CEO of AOI?
You get jealous and furious at the mere mention of Lisa's name, so I couldn't tell you.
I saw Lisa flirting with Felton right in front of me. Any girl would be angry in that situation.
But we were just talking about work. You were right there, so you know that, don't you?
I don't care if it was walk talk or not. I have nothing to apologize for.
Ginebra, that's enough. If you say one more bad thing about Lisa, I won't forgive you.
No matter how much we explain, Ginebra doesn't think she's wrong. Both Felton and I were at a loss about what to do.
Ginebra, Lisa may be your sister-in-law, but she's my wife. I'd be thrilled if you two got along, but if you keep looking down on her, I won't forgive you.
I agree with my brother-in-law. Ginebra, you're being too selfish.
You used to say you liked how I express my opinions clearly.
Excuse me for being so forward, but there is a big difference between expressing your opinion and lightly attacking someone. With all due respect, Ginebra, you don't seem to have that kind of consideration.
Clarence is right. If you're so obsessed with education, why didn't you go to grad school or something?
It's true that, in terms of education, CEO Lisa only graduated middle school. However, she entered the workforce, worked hard, and is now the CEO of a major company. Can't you see from her efforts that CEO Lisa is a person of great determination?
I've worked hard too.
Then why don't you start a company like Lisa and grow it into a huge enterprise?
Oh, here comes the why don't you do it to argument.
I know you've worked hard, Ginebra. I'm your brother after all. But just like you, Lisa has also worked hard and now supports the families of her employees. Do you think it's okay to belittle someone like that just because of their education?
Yes, she's amazing. I could never be someone who gives people salaries. Everyone's the same once they're in the workforce, whether they graduated middle school or not. Is that good enough?
Ginebra, is that how you apologize?
Oh, come on. This has nothing to do with you, so stay out of it.
It has everything to do with me. How can I stay quiet when someone talks like this about my wife?
Ginebra, instead of reflecting, became defiant, as we were all exasperated by Ginebra's refusal to understand.
This is terrible. Everyone has been blaming only me. It's so unfair.
Wait, Ginebra! Did I go too far?
Lisa, don't worry, those are fake tears. She's been doing this to get out of trouble since she was little.
What? Really?
They caught on. I've used this to get by at work too.
You're probably obvious there too, you idiot. You're really pathetic.
What's wrong with saying a middle school education is embarrassing?
If I had a complex about my education, it's one thing for me to say it myself. But it doesn't feel good to hear it from someone else.
It's the same for you, Ginebra. If someone who graduated from a higher-ranked university than yours said, "Oh, you went to a university with lower standards than mine," wouldn't you be pissed?
Of course that would make me furious.
That's exactly what we've been trying to explain to you this whole time.
That's why I said your comments are a boomerang, Ginebra.
I can't understand it when you put it in such a roundabout way.
You're the only one not understanding. We've been talking plainly this whole time.
Ugh. I've realized just how inconsiderate you truly are, Ginebra. That's it. I'm breaking off our engagement. And today's wedding is cancelled.
Come on, Felton, stop joking around. This isn't funny.
He's serious about breaking off the engagement.
Felton had reached the limit of his patience with Ginebra's selfish behavior and words. When he clearly stated that he was breaking off the engagement, Ginebra.
You can't really break off the engagement with me.
Now that it's decided, I need to inform the venue staff and everyone else.
Wait, what are you saying, Felton?
This is a good opportunity for me to cut ties with you too, Ginebra. You're disowned.
What? Why are you saying that, big brother?
I never want to see your face again.
Wait, Lisa, you're not going to disown me too, right?
If Noah is cutting ties, then as his wife, so am I.
Why? If you do that, I'll have no one to rely on.
You're an adult now. You should live independently.
Felton, please don't break off the engagement.
That won't work anymore.
I won't care about Lisa's education anymore. As the CEO of a major company, I'd be proud to have her as my sister-in-law. I won't insult her again.
You still don't get it.
Indeed, explaining further would be a waste of time.
I'll understand properly. I won't belittle or judge anyone by their education again.
It's your own fault. If you don't change your thinking, others will leave you too.
I'll change. I'll apologize for everything I've said to Lisa.
No need for apologies. Shouldn't you be dealing with the wedding?
What do you mean?
The wedding is cancelled, remember? This isn't the time for chit-chat. Good luck. Ginebra was dumped by Felton and the wedding was cancelled. She had to bear all the expenses for the wedding venue herself. Noah's parents, exasperated by the situation, also disowned Ginebra, just like Noah did. Ginebra, who had a habit of slacking off, was sent to a strict monastery run by an acquaintance. She had to wake up early and go to bed by 9 p.m. While this was healthy, it was a challenge for night owl Ginebra. In this environment, she also worked part-time at a friend of the abbot's place to repay her debts. Thus, Ginebra, who was supposed to have a happy married life, ended up living a miserable life with strict discipline at the monastery. As for us.
So, here you go. A souvenir from my solo honeymoon trip.
Solo honeymoon trip.
He went to the Maldives, which was supposed to be their honeymoon destination.
You went to the Maldives and brought back macadamia nut chocolates as a souvenir.
And I bought them at the airport.
That has nothing to do with the Maldives.
Since then, Noah and Felton have become quite close and are now friends. Felton, with his gentle yet playful personality, gets along well with Noah, who is a bit of a natural airhead. They seem to have a lot to talk about and often meet up for drinks after work. Looking back, Felton was always smooth and gentle in negotiations, handling things skillfully. I'm sure he managed the wedding cancellation without any issues as well. I feel blessed to be married to someone as wonderful as Noah, and Felton seems happy despite breaking off his engagement. Happiness truly comes in many forms. I intend to cherish the happiness I have now forever. As I think about this, I can't help but smile at the sight of Noah and Felton laughing joyfully together. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.